everyone. I'm Karissa Dunham with Shining Light on Minnesota. Today we have a special guest with us, Evan Peterson from Sonus Interiors. Welcome, Evan.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So let's start off and tell our viewers a little bit about what Sonus is and kind of what areas you're in and what you cover.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sonus Interiors, we're based out of Golden Valley, here in the metro. Departments that we have are flooring, ceiling, interior design, and then I'm part of the window treatments, newer division to Sonus Interiors. But yeah, commercial construction is our forte and our bread and butter. Really started as a ceiling company. Mike Reinhardt started the company and then morphed into where it is today and just been growing ever since.
Fun. You've had a lot of background from being union, doing carpentry and all that, and now you're at Sonus. What led you to there and what got you into Sonus?
Yeah, for sure. So obviously, I was in the field. I was a union carpenter for 7+ years and just wanting more, growing. And prior to that, my military experience, I was in operations, so I kind of had that project management feel, on the government side, I guess. Then I went to school and was chipping away at my degree, and this opportunity opened up at Sonus, to come on board and kind of make that transition, which is where I was wanting to go and build off my field experience.
Well, it's a lot of fun too to see people. I mean, you and I both will see a lot of people that will consistently be trying to find their place where they belong and that they can grow with, help the company grow, and what works for you. And you've really kind of established that at Sonus. I know a lot of people that know you, setting your own name, kind of starting off the window treatment division. And you guys are moving too, I hear?
Yes. Yep. We got a new building. We're officially moving June 2nd down to St. Louis Park. So just down 100 a little bit, not too far away. But yeah, just more office space, more warehouse. And it's growing good. I know I was a new hire there last year. They've hired a couple other, estimators, PMs, and it's growing.
And you guys were the subcontractor of the year as well.
Yes, we were.
Tell our viewers a little bit about that and when that was and what all happened.
So I kind of got hired right when that happened. But I know that was a big deal. It was something we're very proud of to carry. And, we represent that in all of our divisions. And, just build on that and that, our name we've established. Yeah.
So you had some military background. Let's tell our viewers a little bit about that and how that transition into regular civilian life happened and how that was for you.
For sure. So I joined at 17, parents' consent. And I remember the recruiter coming over and my dad signing for me and everything, which was wild to think about. Went in as a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. So I originally enlisted on a 6-year contract with the Minnesota National Guard. So I enlisted and it was like November and I was a quick ship and went off, the very next year. I went right to Fort Benning. And it was just, right into it. Had really no idea what I was getting into.
Like, okay, let's go. I'm in Georgia now. I'm here.
I know I'm here, heat and all, and it's time to go, and it really makes or breaks you, and that's really what the military is for. You're either going to make it or you're not, and I feel like that military foundation has really set me up, for where I'm at and my path into project management. So I did my first 6 years in the Guard, and then so that was part-time. So during that time, I went through the apprenticeship and became and then I was working as a union carpenter during that time too. Work kind of got slow. I had got an opportunity to go full-time Army here in the state of Minnesota. So I got on. I was a recruiter for a little bit. And then I took a promotion, and I was operations sergeant for a company here in Minnesota full-time. So I did that till about 2021. And after that, I took a little break from work, and then I finished up school. And then I went to Plastec Corporation. I worked as a project engineer. That was in plastic injection molding, so a little different trade and everything, but still really good foundation just to grow on that project management stuff.
For sure.
Lead me to where I am now. But just the military piece, and I feel like I know other vets, in the industry, but it really gives you just a good black and white, and they really give you that structure on how to, do projects and manage people and lead from the front.
Well, and it also sets you up, for your future, kind of lets you see the backside of things too. I think this day and age and the younger generations and even people my age that have children that are that age I'm all for it. If one of my kids said, hey, let's go into the Army, I'd be like, all right, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go get signed up. I mean, my dad was a veteran, everything like that. But
Yes.
the younger generation have kind of a negative connotation, probably from the veterans that were in the Vietnam era and so on, and not wanting to come back. But it does really set you up for life. It's a fantastic way to go. I mean, it helps. It helps with everything. I mean, as much as you see the negatives to it, there's so many more positives that are out there for sure.
Yeah. No, I would totally agree with what you said, just setting that foundation. And I was at the point when I was 17, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was like, I don't know what I want to go and study or
And
anything
most
like that.
And people your age, my age, still don't know that to this day. Once you get out there and you're like, okay, do I go to school? Do I not go to school? All my friends are going to school. Why do I want to go to school and waste the money if I don't know what I'm going for?
Right.
It's then, okay, is it the trades? Is it just working? Or go to the military, figure it out from there, give back and.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like in a lot of that, I think we're seeing a change of it because it's like for so long, it was just push, you got to go get a 4-year degree, and I guess mine was a little different in the sense, I went and did the military thing, just kind of went out and did life and then the apprenticeship with the carpenters and just to see, and to get out there and meet people and
just like anything, it's a life lesson.
Yeah, right.
It is, It formulates you and makes you a stronger person and helps you like cut and paste and be able to get through tougher situations. Yes, which is awesome. But it also helps you figure out what you want to do and where you want to go and what you want to see. Yes.
Yes. No.
And you get traveling with it too, and people don't always know that.
Yes. The travel and even just lifelong friends. When you go through stuff like that and in the military, it's just like there's friends that I've had since I went in back in 2012.
Absolutely.
And just good, genuine
solid people.
Yes, 100%.
Well, the other aspect too is when you come out trying to, like, the ones that were on the front lines and seeing the IED explosions and going through all the trauma that they went to and then trying to get into regular life and get a regular job. That's not an easy transition either.
No.
And a lot of people don't realize that everything that they've seen with the PTSD, the mental health, everything that's out there that you're forced to deal with, then coming back and being like, I'm just having a regular 9 to 5. How does this work?
I know. Right.
Yeah.
Huge adjustment,
Yes.
and the civilians, you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes people just don't understand, what military people have gone through or sacrificed.
Yep.
And I feel like the aura around that is changing. People are open and, hiring vets and opening up programs and stuff like that, which is just super cool to see.
It is. Well, the other side of it too, I mean, when you get into the vets, you get into the first responders, you have to, it's a train of thought that a lot of people don't see is when you're out there on the front lines or when first responders, police officers are out there, you always have the aspect that everybody's out there to get you. They're thinking negative. And then to actually have friends outside of your network being like, okay, people actually do respect us and want us in the communities and want us in their positions and working for us and things like that. That's awesome to see.
Yes, for sure. Yep.
What do you see for growth in the future with Sonus, and what's next for you with the window treatments?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely, it's trending upward. I mean, right, with the new building and everything. And we have a ton of office space, obviously, to continue to grow and expand the divisions. I don't know if they would add other divisions, but as far as like our window treatment division going, it's growing. We hired another installer and, we're expanding. We have access to a handful of vendors.
Right.
And just continue to grow in all the services we provide with, within the window treatments.
Well, and it's a new lane too. So it's like you got to try to make it your own, but yet keep it in the same field, keep the processes in place. So when something new comes out in that field or wherever else, you just replicate it, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yes. And that was a nice thing coming into Sonus. Obviously, the business has been around for decades.
Yes.
They had established processes and stuff. So it was really nice just to, kind of inject me, into the window treatments, understand, okay, here's how they operate.
Right.
Here's what I got to work with.
And here's how you do it. And try to figure it out.
Yeah. And it's been really good. I have nothing but good things to say about Sonus. Good management team.
Absolutely.
I've had good support and just coming into this and just running with stuff.
Well, they've been a staple in the community. No matter where you go, what you do, you hear that name. It's one of those common household names that you hear wherever you go. I mean, I'm a part of a lot of associations and a lot of different, I know a lot of people, and it's, Sonus is here. We're ready.
Yes.
Yep.
100%. Yes. And it's great to be a part of that. It's something you're proud of, and
absolutely.
to join that and be like, that's feel good,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, and it's fun to see, like, when you have children and when you have kids, they start picking up on the things that you do. They're like, hey, you know, that needs window tint, that needs signs, that needs lighting, you know, that the little things. And they watch everything that you do too. So it's not just making good decisions, but it's helping them understand that you do have to work and that there are things out there, and they can always help you grow too.
Right. Yep. No. Yeah. It's awesome. You know, and I had a good conversation with a friend the other day, you know, and talking about project management and stuff like that. And it's like, everybody in their life kind of does a form of project management.
Absolutely.
You know,
100%.
as simple as a parent.
Yes. Yep.
You know, you manage budgets, you manage people, you manage your kiddos, and it's a form of project management, you know.
It is. And to share that with other people and let people see, like, when people think project management, it's not just, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to boss people around. And you want to be a leader. Everybody in life has some form of leadership too, which is the most part of project management, is to get out there and just say, hey, we're here. Let's grow together. Let's see where your lane is, how we can help you, and then how we can help each other.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
What areas do you cover right now for window treatments at Sonus? How far out do you guys go?
Yeah. So, you know, as far as like territory wise, I mean, metro very, very heavily, obviously. And then, you know, greater Minnesota, you know, we've done stuff in northern Minnesota, southern Minnesota. We've got a couple projects going in the Dakotas.
Yeah.
Yep. Dabble a little bit over in like Wisconsin too.
Nice.
But yeah, and as far as, you know, specifically what, you know, motorized roller shades, manual roller shades, blinds, and then drapery on some of the higher end stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I know we get a lot of customers that are always looking for those, and it's like, okay, who else can we turn to when someone says, hey, do you have drapes? And I'm like, well, we don't, but we know somebody that does. Yes.
Yep.
Just to collaborate and grow.
Yes.
Outside of work, what are some fun things that you like to do with the family and just getting out there and doing?
Yeah, for sure. So my kids are getting older now. They're, you know, 10 and 8 and everything. So we love mountain biking. We like to get in mountain bike. We go up to Cuyuna, and my folks have a cabin up there. So we like to hit the mountain bike trails up there. Fishing. But yeah, love the outdoor stuff.
Anything outdoors.
Yeah, outdoor stuff. You know, like I said, getting up north, doing stuff like that, fishing, being outside with the fam. So.
Who have been some of your mentors when you've grown up that have helped sculpt who you are today?
I would say, I mean, just easy one right off the top of my head, my dad.
Yeah.
He's been a carpenter his whole life.
Yep.
He got me in when I started as an apprentice, and really mentored me and guided me along, you know, just in the field.
Yep.
And then also too, you know, as I've transitioned through different positions to where I'm at now, just giving me guidance and just, you know, dealing with people and managing projects and stuff like that. He's been a staple for me, which has been just awesome.
And that's huge to have that support of somebody even in the field. So when you're going through some hiccups, or you're trying to figure something out, or it's just not working in your head quite the way it needs to, it's like, okay, let me call you, let me shoot this through to you and see how you do it, or what your thoughts are.
Yes. Yep. No, he's just a wealth of knowledge, you know. He's been in the trades forever, kind of been there, done that. Been an awesome resource, you know, as your dad.
Which is important. Yeah. I mean, one, you have it as a parent, but then two, you have it in the same field. So you have like a perfect circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's been good. And it just, some other like PMs, even at Sonus, I've got to know really well. Senior PMs, have just been great, you know, and helping me just dive in and give me the tools I need to succeed.
Which is important because I mean, the other side of it, when you have people at work, your work almost becomes like your family too, because you're around them so much. So it's like, okay, I know the customer, I know what they're looking for, but I'm just not finding it. Help me figure this one out. Yes.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
What do you have a long travel when you go to work, or what's that travel like?
So I'm in Stillwater, so it's not too bad. I mean, afternoon can be a little hit or miss on 694. But 30 to 40 minutes, give or take.
Not bad, which the 30 to 40 minutes people don't realize. It's kind of nice to have that downtime a little bit before you get home. It's like, okay, that's going to be my reset before I get there, whether I'm out and about or I'm dealing with customers all day or whatever I'm doing. I know when I get home, it'll be go time again.
Right. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's just a nice little reset, or even if you need to make phone calls or something, just to give you that little 30 minutes just to tie up some loose ends or stuff like that. So,
any trips or anything fun planned coming up?
I'm trying to think here. This summer, so being it's something we've done like every year, but the NHRA Drag Racing Nationals up in Brainerd.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll go to that, and my parents and stuff go, and my sister and stuff. So we'll go up to that.
Fun.
And do
Have
that.
you gone to any of the other NHRAs?
I haven't.
No?
I've only been to that one. Yeah, but we love it. My boys love it. Obviously,
That's good. Yeah.
Loud
Yep.
cars.
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Yep.
That's a fun one. I mean, we've gone to a couple different races around before. Want to get some more. It's just it's exciting to see the little kids' faces, but also just the whole experience when you're there. It's fun.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
And just the access, like, you buy the general admission ticket, you get access to the pits and everything. And they get pictures and autographs with the drivers and stuff like that.
Yeah, the forces out there and everybody else.
I know. Yeah. The one year, Jack, my oldest, he got the blower belt off a Top Fuel dragster.
So
then
cool.
he went around and he was having all the racers sign it. Yeah. He still got it. It's just the coolest thing to him.
It's going to be like, his trophy. This is what I did and what I got to see. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Well, and the weather up there is always nice. It's a short drive away. It's one of those that it's something to look forward to, that you can build that with the kids. Any thoughts on junior dragsters for the kids? Or building anything there yet?
No, not really. I don't know if that'll happen, but my boys, they're big into football. So that's kind of their focus right now is flag football and getting planted in that. So
it's good that they're active. They're outdoors doing things, and it'll be interesting. I know I've had this conversation with a lot of people about when they get older to see what the world's going to look like and where they'll be and what they'll dive into, where their heads will go. Because a lot of times when you have multiple generations in different fields, whether it's carpentry or film or whatever, you get to a generation and they're like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Right.
Like you expect to hand things down to them and here's my book of business or here's my business. And then they're like, I don't even want to work. What do you mean work?
I know, right? Yeah.
Yep,
for sure. And it was like, like my dad never forced me to go into carpentry or anything like that, but it was always something I had an interest in, getting out and working and doing stuff like that.
Well, and it's working with your hands and it's getting out there, and it's not just, I'm going to sit behind a desk all day long. It's, I'm going to actually put the puzzle pieces together and make it work and make it look nice and leave it better than when I came in.
For sure. And that's one thing too, I feel like has been, good and helpful for me now being on the PM side, having been in the field, understanding how that goes.
Absolutely.
It just gives me a little better look and understanding when you got field guys calling you, for sure.
Well, and you can say, hey, I've done this before. I'm going to back engineer this for you so I can help you understand it, or let's work through it together. Yes. Yep. Because when you go from that transition of being in the field to the PM to whatever else your role is, now you have all the different hats that you've wore that you actually know and understand. So you're going to be like, okay, this is going to take a little bit longer. We're going to need to 90-degree that a little differently or whatever it may be.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. No, it definitely is. That field experience, is paying dividends now for me, now where I'm at my position.
How many people from back in your military, you said you still touch base and keep in touch with a lot of those guys still?
Yeah. I bet, closely probably there's 7 to 10, probably, and there's, a few more in there that I, keep in base with on a, lesser basis. But, like I was telling you, just great people, and it's sometimes
you grow up with them. It's like, those are the ones that it's not like the high school and college, but those are the big life moments, right? That people that were there had your back. You can always turn to, and you just know are always going to be there, whether you see them all the time or once every 10 years.
Right. Yeah. And it, it's funny. My one friend, it's like sometimes we might not talk for 3-4 months, but then you call and it's like you never missed a beat.
Like where I know exactly what you've done. We're good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But no, you're absolutely right. When you go through hard things like that, and it's like, they got your 6.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that going forward in the future, no matter what you need, you'll always have those people there too. Because people work, life, things happen, and it's just you got to have your tribe, your people.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, they always talk about that, 3 a.m. friend.
Yep, absolutely.
Who can you call in a pinch that you need?
Not that you want to, but just be like, oh, hey, you're just calling because I'm bored. They're going to be like, really?
Click.
Yep, I'm done. I know where you are. I know what you're doing. You're fine.
Yeah, yep.
So as far as kids go, life goes, work goes, everything is expanding. So much change is happening.
Yeah.
Anything exciting down the ropes? I mean, you've got the window treatments that you're really working on, honing on. Anything new and exciting in that field other than that whole field being new that you can see coming out?
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like
it's kind of new.
Yeah, it's new. We have our established vendors and stuff, and obviously the market's kind of interesting right now with the tariffs and everything.
Yep.
So we're seeing price fluctuations and surcharge this and that. We have international vendors, we have USA vendors and stuff like that. So that's kind of a very fluid situation,
sure.
But just really just trying to drive through that and still deliver, good quality, on time, meeting
services,
budgets,
senior to sale and everything like that.
Yep. And meeting that. And like I said, just wanting to establish myself at Sonus and be a staple, and like you said, have that reputation that Sonus has and be part of that.
Well, and have people know you for you and know you have an even stronger company to stand behind. I think that's one of the big things. Like, yes, I'm out there, I'm doing what I need to do. This is who I am. This is my lane. But if you need anything else, these are all the people that stand behind me as a company. And it's just company pride. I think that's one of the big things. A lot of times people spend their whole life looking for that and trying to find where they fit in and where they can actually take pride in it. So it's good to see when people actually are in their roles, enjoying their roles and growing. Like, what's next? You always want to see that. So
Yep. And I always feel like the perfect indicator is just, you look at like turnover at a company. Sonus has very little turnover. We have people celebrating their, 20th work anniversary and stuff like that. And I was like, that's when I first started, I was like, that's a perfect indicator. This is a great place and a great organization.
For sure. Or it's like there's installers that have been working here probably as long as I've been alive. And it's like one of those you just know.
Yes.
That's a good sign. You want to take pride in what you do and you want people to know that you take pride in it too. You can't sell something that you don't believe in yourself, really. So, So Sonus has flooring. They've got ceilings. They've got window treatments.
And interior design.
And they're moving. And they're always on the go and they're everywhere. How can people get a hold of them when they're out there? Where can they find them?
So we have a good social media presence, LinkedIn, Facebook, all that. You can find us online at sonusinteriors.com. And obviously a lot of people and clients have direct contacts, with all our PMs.
Oh, absolutely.
Within as well. But we're ready to assist and serve and provide whatever the customer needs.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things that they're going to start looking to you and be like, that's heaven. Instead of, hey, it's the Sonus guy, they'll start knowing you and you'll be like, okay, I don't remember your name. I'm working on it, but I got to get more intentional with that one.
That's a great point too, because it's always like that personal experience or connection. People don't forget that.
No, they
don't. Sure, they'll remember the company name, but if you connect with them or provide, exceptional service, they'll be like, I remember that guy.
Or just being on top of mind and staying in front of people. That's the other side of it too. Like, you never know when that apple's going to fall from the tree and you want to be the one that's going to be there to catch it. So whenever they need something, just staying there, being consistent, being proficient, being prompt, timely, all that good stuff.
No, I would agree. Made me think of a quote just now. I have he's been a PM for a long time, and he always says, anybody can be a firefighter in project management, but you want to be the fire marshal. You want to prevent the fire.
Absolutely. You don't want to be spending your whole day putting out those fires.
And I always remember that. I was like, it's just kind of a good little motto.
Makes sense. So when I'm spending my time putting out fires, like I'm going to be in charge of this and I'm going to be like Smokey the Bear and prevent forest fires.
No, I just need the hat to go with it.
Next time I see you, I'm going to be like, here's your fireman hat, chief.
Yes, I will wear it.
What events do you have coming up or where can people find you guys? Do you have any expos or anything that you're going to be at?
Nothing in the near future. I'm sure our marketing lady has some stuff on the books that we have coming up. But, and again, trying to be here new at Sonus and stuff, just getting out, I know I last saw you at Meet the Estimators event a few months ago and just getting my name out there and connecting with people.
Well, and that's what's important in this day and age. People don't realize you do still have to get face to face and you do still have to be able to talk to people and have those conversations and be on top of mind, but also know a little bit about them. So when you're with them, it's not just, hey, how's work? It's like, hey, how's the mountain biking going? You know,
Yes.
the little things that you remember, or you try to remember. It gets hard when you see like 3,000 people a day, but there's times when I'm like, okay, I don't quite remember who you are, but I do. I remember the face. I just don't always remember the name.
Yes.
So yes.
Yep. 100%.
Yes.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, we appreciate having you on today. And again, website and where people can find you.
Yeah. Yep. On Facebook, LinkedIn, sonusinteriors.com. And one of the PMs will be happy to help you in whatever you need.
And after June 2nd, you guys will be moving.
Yep. June 2nd, we'll be at our new location at Excelsior Boulevard in St. Louis Park.
Perfect. And after this is aired, it's going to go out in our newsletter. So we hope that people not only listen and take a look, but get on our newsletter and get blasted out there as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much.